Hello, dears. I am going to talk to you ladies about exfoliation. This is something that happens whenever you stop using wax products, okay? So whenever you have waxy lipsticks, chapsticks, all that kind of stuff, and you put that on your lips, it builds up a wax buildup on your lips over time. So, and it's something that you can't even see, and it's right here on your lips, and the skin on your lips is actually called vermilion. Okay, so whenever you are wearing chapsticks, waxy lipsticks, or anything like that on your lips, then it starts to whenever you start using LipSense, it starts to coming off. Okay, so your lips will start to exfoliate. You'll just have sometimes, like right here on the inside of the waterline, you might notice that your LipSense isn't staying on as long, and that's the reason for that. This process, sometimes people don't have it at all. Sometimes it will last a few days, a few weeks, or even up to a month. So my exfoliation period did last probably about 3 weeks to a month. Now, if you start to use other products in between using your LipSense, that's really not a good thing, because anytime you use wax or chapstick or anything like that, it's going to end up causing your exfoliation period to start over every time that you do that. So if you're one of those people that take off your makeup at the end of the day, throw on some chapstick, and go to bed, your LipSense is not going to stay on as well. So I did a ColourPop comparison, and I started my exfoliation all over again. So one of the things that I noticed was that my color, whenever I started a gloss, this is the tip to my gloss. Okay, so when I was glossing, I noticed that it was starting to get on my applicator, and that's because the skin on my lips was exfoliating. So this was the tip to my applicator, and I can actually show you how to change that tip, and I can give you one of these little applicators to do that. But so if I see you and you want to have one of these, so if your applicator gets dirty like this and you want to change it, it's really actually very simple to change. So you just take the tip of this, and you can just pull it right out, and it does the same thing on your gloss. So, or your, yeah, so then you would just take the gloss applicator and you just pop it right back down in there. So then you have a clean applicator for your gloss. Okay, so whenever your lips start exfoliating, that's a good thing, because you're getting off all of that old waxy debris from your lips, and your lips will be healthier, they'll have less wrinkles, and all of that after all of that wax buildup gets off of your lips. And then the LipSense is not a stain, so the LipSense is actually a bond. So you have all of these little ridges in your lips like this, okay? And the LipSense, you know, you have all of these ridges like this. The LipSense actually goes down into those ridges, and it bonds to your skin, to the vermilion on your lips, okay? Then you apply the gloss. Whenever you apply the gloss actually soaks through the color, and it moisturizes your lips, okay? And it gets down, actually way down deep into there. So one of the things that you can do to help your exfoliation and to speed up that process is by doing something, doing a sugar scrub. So I'm going to show you how I do a sugar scrub on my lips whenever I do these comparisons and things like that. Then I start that exfoliation period all over again. So what I'm going to do is take my glossy gloss here, and I'm almost out, but I'll take the glossy gloss and I'm just going to apply it to my lips. And you can do this with your gloss, you can do it with the lip balm or the lip volumizer if you have those. So I'm just going to put on a very good amount of my gloss, okay? So now what I'll do is take a little bit of sugar, and I actually keep this in my bathroom, just a little bit of sugar, and I keep it in an old pill bottle here. So now I'm just going to kind of touch my lip just to get it a little bit wet, and I take and just dip my finger in there and gently scrub it on my lips, okay? And of course it's going to get all over my face, but you just gently rub all over your lips. And I really try to exfoliate the inside of my lip really well, because that area stays consistently wet, and your LIPSENSE will always be exposed to the pH balance at that area. So that is where you'll notice that your LIPSENSE comes off first, and it's more prominent with dark colors. You'll be able to see that more. So whenever you start using LIPSENSE, almost everybody will have the exfoliation period. And so whenever you first start using, then you can do this to kind of help speed up that process and get off all of that old debris and skin. I probably wouldn't recommend doing it every night, but maybe a couple of times a week, just during that period, and you'll notice that your LIPSENSE will last longer and longer the more that you wear it, okay? Don't use products in between. Okay, so now that I have that all rubbed in, then I'm just going to rinse my lips. Okay, my lips feel super soft. Okay, so now, excuse me, now that I have I am so good at dropping stuff. Okay, so now that I have this sugar scrub done, then I'm just going to reapply my gloss and sleep in my gloss, okay? So that is it. That's all you have to do. It takes about 30 seconds to actually get it done, and you can rub it in, put your gloss back on, and sleep in your gloss. And so that is really all. If you have questions about exfoliation, or if you have, if you're not sure if you're exfoliating, I can definitely tell if you send me a picture. Sometimes people think that it's something wrong with the color. It's not actually your color, it's just that your lips are exfoliating. Now there are some colors that don't like me in particular. Some colors last longer on certain people than, you know, others. So I know one of my clients, every red lipstick that she has will last 24 hours or longer, and she'll have it on still the next day. But if I wear a red, within usually 6 hours, you can really see that too, where it's starting to come off. It's guaranteed to last 4 to 18 hours. A lot of people get a lot longer wear out of that, but at least 4 hours, and that's still really, really good. So if you are exfoliating, or if you're new to LIPSENSE, you might need to carry your LIPSENSE with you for a little while, just to do a touch-up here and there. Sometimes it might start to feel a little bit grainy on your lips. It is possible, or actually, let me say that again. While you're exfoliating in the beginning, whenever you first start using LIPSENSE, you'll want to make sure that you're applying your gloss often, because that is what's going to help moisturize your lips. And the reason that you are exfoliating is because of all of that wax buildup on there. Wax actually creates a barrier. If you think about wax that you put on your car, if you go out and buy a new car, or even not a new car, and you go out and you wash it, you wax it. Why do you wax it? Right? It's gonna, all that moisture that goes onto your car is going to roll off of that car. So that's the same thing that's happening whenever you apply chapstick and waxy lipsticks to your lips. It actually blocks out the moisture. It creates an artificial feeling of moisture, but it's not actually moisturizing your lips, and that's why you feel like you have to reapply it so often. So those chapstick makers were really super smart, but our gloss has vitamin E and shea butter, so it actually does moisturize your lips. It's not a false sense of moisture. It is actually moisture that you're putting into your lips. So if you have any questions and you're not sure if you're exfoliating, or you're not, sure what's going on, be sure to comment here, send me a message. I would love to help you get through it, but don't give up on your LIPSENSE, because once you are done with that process, you will fall deeply in love, if you aren't already in love with it the very first time that you use it. But don't give up, because it will stay on. as soon as you're done exfoliating, okay? All right, so if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. I love you ladies, so I will see y'all later, and I am going to try to do a Halloween video for a Halloween look for the Sugar Skull tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Bye.